Good morning, everybody. I've been listening to Lana all morning, so I decided to do the Catwing eyeliner, but I don't pull it off as well as her, but I love her, so I've been listening to her all morning. This is the first video I'm doing in my How to Be a Frugal Fashionista. I know, cheesy title, but it's how to be a student, or how do you pay all your bills on time and also afford a fashion and a makeup and a, cosmetics hobby and not have a sugar daddy. This video will not include any sugar daddy tips. So the first video I wanted to make is kind of, I guess I'd call it bargain shopping. There's a couple of stores that really stick out in my head that I know are reduced price stores, and then I know a couple of stores that they just always have lower prices than any other store. So the first store I want to talk about is Dollarama, and I will be the first person to admit I have always looked down on dollar stores up until about 6 months ago because the ones I went to sucked. They would either carry really low quality items that would break the first use, or it wouldn't be a dollar store. I remember in Vancouver there was a store that was a dollar store, but all their items were like $10 minimum. So they just, you could throw on the name dollar store on Holt Renfrew. Yes, everything there ranges from like $800 to $9,000. So that didn't really make sense to me. I ended up going to Dollarama in my city, and they have so many great name brand products, but it's very hit or miss. I found e.l.f. brushes there before. They sell brand name cleaning products and brand name foods. Like they sold Mio there, if you're familiar with that. I put it in my water so I can get my 4 liters a day in, and it's about $4 to $6 in the average grocery store. Pardon me. It was $1.50 at Dollarama. So again, it's very hit or miss, but I guarantee if you go a couple of times, try a couple of different stores. I know for me, $1 or $2 is not the best dollar store. I know we just opened Dollar Tree in Canada, I think, Dollar Tree. I haven't had a chance to check that one out yet, but I know Dollarama is great, and everything there is between $1 and the highest price there is $3, so it's super great. The next place that I would recommend, and I'd recommend it to anybody, if you've seen my video that was posted a few days ago, the Winners Haul one. Winners is the best store. So up here it's Winners and Home Sense. In the States it's TJ Maxx and Home Goods, and in England it's TK Maxx. So the way this store works, and I was there for over 2 years, so I'm quite familiar with the process. They buy stuff out from closeouts, from they buy defective merchandise, so if like something is sewn wrong, if a store gets a surplus of items and they don't sell it. So if, for instance, Holt Renfrew, when they do their final sale at the end of the year, whatever they don't sell, Winners buys. So yeah, some of it is junk per se, but some of it is amazing because it's just like a small boutique's gone out of business and Winners has swooped up and bought all the goods. So like, for instance, I was in there last night, I think, and they had tanning lotion by the line called Hemp's, which is very expensive, at least up here in Canada. It's about $40 to $70 a bottle, and they had it there for $3.99. And it's not expired, it hasn't been opened, it's not half used. A lot of people when I work there asked, is this a thrift store? Is this a secondhand store? No, it's none of those things. It's just a very cheap store. But again, it's very hit or miss. The store I worked at is the Runway store. So we did get the higher end stuff. Some of the stores are they have a little bit of a lower price point, I guess, because of the area, the demographics that the area is in. But again, it's very hit or miss. You could go in one day, find nothing, and then the next day go in and it's like thousands of dollars of things you want to buy. If you've watched my Runway video, you can see, you can get, juicy shirts for $16. You can get, there was like a Valentino vest, and it was $900 at Winners, but it was $1,800 retail. So if you're in the market for things like that, it's definitely worth it to try out Winners. I would recommend it to everybody. And the thing is, let's say, I know they sell True Religions there sometimes. So let's say that you get a pair of True Religions there for $79.99. And your friend has a pair from the True Religion store for $329.99. No one can tell the difference. It doesn't say like, this is a Winners product, like must judge this person because it's from Winners. You can't tell the difference. You're smart if you shop at Winners. Like, you're gonna save yourself so much money. It's awesome. So yeah. And then the last store I wanted to kind of touch on is, as far as grocery stores go, at least in Canada, so grocery stores and stores that sell, like your basic everydays, the 2 cheapest stores, without a doubt, in this country are Superstore and Walmart. Now, I know a lot of people don't like shopping at Walmart because they apparently have bad employee rights. I've known a lot of people that have worked there, and they haven't really noticed much of a rift between the staff and the You know what I'm trying to say. They've not had problems. But, I mean, each to their own. I still shop there because it's the cheapest. And the great thing is, they match anybody else's prices. So if you find something in Co-op or Save-On's flyer, or yeah, Sobeys flyer, Safeway's flyer, you show it to them, they'll match the price. So you don't need to go, oh, I need to go to Sobeys to pick up these oranges on sale, and here I have to go to pick up these on sale. I mean, yeah, you might only save $1 or $2, but think about it in the long run. If you do your grocery shopping and you save $1 or $2 on every 5 items, you're going to save a ton of money. It's definitely worth it, and those would be my tips on discounted stores that you could try out. I know that Superstore just opened a wholesale club up by Chinook, and I'm not really sure how that works if you need a membership, but I'll be sure to check that out. As well, if you're in the market for bulk foods, Costco is a lot cheaper if you eat a lot of things. So yeah, I mean, you'd be like a case of, I'm trying to think, a case of Annie's mac and cheese is I think like $20-something, but you're getting 12. So they're a little bit under $2 a piece, as opposed to going to the store, they'd be around $3. So, I mean, it seems like a lot at once, so I spent $23 on a case of this. But if you eat it regularly, it's definitely worth it. I know milk is cheaper at Costco, toilet paper is cheap at Costco, CDs there are cheaper, like everyday CDs. Books are cheaper, magazines are cheaper. So yeah, if you know someone that has a Costco membership, if you have a Costco membership, just go in with them and start saving. So that is video 1 in my little money saving series. Keep your eyes peeled for number 2, and I'm going to be talking about couponing and mail-in rebates and how you can save a ton of money in that department. That's all for me. Bye!